My name is Jenna Chappell, and this is Fitness Friday.
In case you guys don't know who that is, that's Jenna Chappell. She now works for Gamma. She's a G Fuel girl for 2015 and a good friend of ours. So thank you for that.
A lot of you guys want to know why we didn't have a Fitness Fridays video put out last week. So our topic for last week was steroids and supplements, and we did it really well, but the audio was obviously cut and it just sounded terrible, and we didn't want to put that out on the channel because we don't like to put out bad quality content. So we're just going to do last week's video again this week. So last week we talked about steroids and supplements and how important they are and the pros and cons and our opinions, especially on steroids. So just to start it off, guys, I never took steroids. I don't plan on ever taking steroids. I know the risks involved with it and what they do to you, but steroids aren't as bad as what people make them sound to be, but that doesn't mean I encourage it at all. I feel steroids, they make you obviously a lot stronger, but at the same time, if you don't take them correctly, they have serious health issues that we want to warn you guys about.
Yeah, so steroids, to be honest, like anything taken in excess is bad for you. Me personally, I'll never do steroids because I'd look like a balloon animal if I did them, but I'm naturally a bigger guy, and they have different steroids for everything. You know, you could take any type of anabolic, and you could work on cutting, taking like a Winstrol, and I know a lot about it because when I played football, I was surrounded by it. You know, like a lot of people wanted to take it, whether you're trying to cut or just take testosterone base to get bigger.
In college, right?
Yeah, in college, yeah. And everyone was trying to do it, even though at the time it wasn't as sanctioned as it is now because everyone's really on it, but you could still get away with it because the fact that you were getting tested wasn't really that big of a deal. But a lot of my close friends were taking steroids, and just because you take steroids doesn't mean that you're gonna get ginormous. If your eating isn't on point and you still don't put in the work, you are not gonna, like, nothing's gonna pan out. You're just gonna be, if you're taking in any type of pills, that's just horrible for your body in general, you know, because injections are obviously safer, but regardless, I'm not supporting them at all. But at the same time, those bodybuilders that do take them, they still put in excess, crazy amounts of work. So that's why you still have to respect it. Yeah,
and on top of that, steroids just, I've seen kids in my gym, you know, I'm only 20 years old, but I've seen kids that were younger than me that were taking steroids. Some of them were my friends, and I used to work the front desk, so I'd talk to everybody who came into the gym, I'd greet everybody, and a lot of the people would stand to the side of the desk and talk to me and vent about their lives or just tell me things about themselves, and they would tell me how they're taking steroids, and I'll ask them why they would do it and how they felt taking it. You know, I'm not going to tell them yes or no because their mind's already made up and it's not my place, but I want to get their perspective on it. And what I got from it, what I gathered was they liked it, they were getting a lot of results, but I noticed over time that I could see a change in their mood. And it wasn't always a rage, it wasn't always a depression, but it was always changing. It was always just, you know, switching nonstop. And I don't think that's a good thing to do. I think you should stay consistent with anything you do. And as far as taking steroids, I just think that overall, a lot of people don't know what they're doing when they take it. And on top of that, it also just makes you something that you're not, I feel. I feel like steroids change you really quick, your mood, your body, and it's just not worth it in the long run. I feel if you want to better yourself and feel better and look better, you should do it the clean way because you should want to do it, not because you want to do it fast.
Yeah, and we had a lot of talks and a lot of interactions of people saying, hey, can you guys give your opinion on steroids and supplements? A lot of people still don't know the clear choice between supplements, which are 100% okay and we both support them, and then steroids, which we're going to get into supplementation. And I think that's an important step for you guys to push your fitness to the next level, whether it be taking like creatine, protein, mass gainers, fish oils. These are the type of things we're going to get in depth with, and we're going to end up doing a breakdown where we're actually going to bring in all the products that we take. This one's more so touching on supplements that you are allowed to take or that we feel that you should be taking, I guess. So
yeah, when I started working out 3 years ago, I started taking creatine, protein, fish oil, multivitamins, and pre-workout. I took 5 things right in the beginning, but you have to be very careful with it. You need to make sure you drink a lot of water to flush out your kidneys.
Yeah, I personally do a gallon of water a day minimum, and I'm taking fish oil, flaxseed, potassium, protein, you know, like I'm definitely more, I guess, supplement minded than he is at the moment, just because at the same time, I just have readily available access to them to where I can just get them, whether it's discounted prices or for free, so that's why I take them. And to be honest, like supplements are huge. I think protein's a big thing, you know, like protein synthesis in your body is huge for those of you that know, like when you're ripping up those fibers and the aid to recovery in that, and then potassium when your body's depleted, you know, like those type of things are okay. You shouldn't feel like wrong, but at the same time, you don't need them, you know, like your body doesn't need that. Like you don't need to have a protein shake. Natural food is a great source of protein, you know, like as long as
you get better than that.
Yeah, 100%. The only reason that we do shakes, if we do it all, is because it's quicker and it's easier. You know, like if you're traveling, for example, if you have to fly, if you're going to an MLG event, how easy is it to drink a protein shake?
Simple.
You know, compared to like making up egg whites with one whole egg. You know, I'd rather just drink that protein shake. You know, so.
Yeah, so steroids, like we said before, it's not that I don't support it, but I also don't encourage it either, because if you want to be a bodybuilder, I think 99%, or at least most of them, majorities of bodybuilders, all take steroids.
Yeah.
But they all also know how it works and what it does to them, and they also know how to take them. So I don't encourage steroids. I don't encourage people to use them, but if you're going to do it, make sure that you know what you're getting into before you start.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say on that subject.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing, is make sure you're knowledgeable, because a lot of people were actually tweeting at us saying, you know, like, I'm thinking about starting steroids, what is your opinion on it? And my first response would be, don't do it, but if you're gonna do it, make sure you're knowledgeable on it, make sure you know what you're getting into. You know, like, there's a lot of research that you have to do, and the biggest thing I wanna say is PCT, post-cycle-therapy. Make sure that you do research on post-cycle-therapy. And this Fitness Friday might be a little different, because this is like more towards the extreme fitness heads, you know, instead of the people that are just getting started. So that's why we wanted to cover this topic, to kind of put it behind us, where we never have to come back to it again.
Yeah, so like we said before, steroids, don't encourage it, but I'm also not completely against it. And with supplements, all I take right now, guys, is protein and pre-workout. It's all I need. Protein is absolutely delicious, and I love it. Okay,
so let's get informative real quick. If you want to gain size and gain mass, that's going to come down to what we talked about in 2 episodes ago, the BMR. That's your basal and metabolic rate. You got to make sure that you know what that is, what that number is. Look that up, find it for yourself. And then a mass gainer is huge for people trying to put on weight. You've taken mass gainers before, right?
All the time.
And they help so much, because you're adding an extra 2,000 calories, X amount of protein. A lot of the mass gainers nowadays have creatine in them. So you're getting everything you want in any type of mass gainer. I'm not gonna go ahead and tout out a company, because I don't really, you know the mass gainer companies, but I do know Beyond Raw makes a really good mass gainer that I've seen people take. But I personally don't take them, because I'm going the opposite spectrum. That's why Fitness Friday is so cool to me, because I'm cutting down and he's gaining up, you know, so that's where hopefully we meet in the middle somewhere.
Someday we will. Eventually, probably like a year or 2 from now, he's going to be shredded out of his mind, and I'm going to probably gain a little bit of size too. But that's just a topic we wanted to talk about. A lot of people want to know if we take steroids. No, we don't take steroids. I don't plan on taking steroids. I'm not against it. I'm not for it. But there's 2 types of people that do take steroids. There's the person who wants to just get big quick, and they just want to get the girls, and they don't know what they're doing, and eventually it's just going to be something that you're going to regret. And there's also the people that want to get into bodybuilding, and they know what they're doing and they know how they're taking it, but it's still also dangerous. So just be very careful if you're going to start doing that, and that's all I got.
Yeah, I want to do one thing. On Fitness Friday, we like to do things on the fly, so he doesn't know what I'm about to do, neither does our cameraman, but I want to introduce our cameraman, Nick. Nick, if you can, come over here real quick, just so they can know. This is going to be the guy that's helping us
how's it going, guys?
with a bunch of stuff. He's going to help us with filming on location, doing the workout montages. We're going to put his social media links down below too, and then we want to address the giveaways things that we're going to be doing, because we had a talk together about doing the giveaways. Do you want to explain to them how we're going to do it every week now?
Right, so every single Fitness Fridays, we're going to be choosing 3 people who's going to get at least 1 tub of G Fuel, maybe even more if we have a Christmas giveaway, if we're going to do something really special. But for as of right now, for every single week, for every single Fitness Friday, all you have to do is put hashtag Team Gamma in the comment section below, and we're going to pick 3 people, and they're also going to get a tub of G Fuel, whichever one you want.
And how we've been doing it is we just see who put Team Gamma. We randomly pick you, we message you on your inbox. If you have a Twitter, we try to get a hold of you through there. So far, the only people we've got a hold of are the people through the YouTube inboxes. So just keep watching your YouTube inbox, because it could be you. And the reason that we're doing this is not like to gain subscribers or to get followers or anything like that. It's more so because it's a cool concept, because we have access to G Fuel, and a lot of you guys can't afford it. A lot of you guys are skeptical on it, and that's 100%, you know, like we understand. So you guys are supporting our movement through our Fitness Friday, so now we're going to support you by giving back just every week. You know, it's going to be every week thing, and then also we're going to do our bigger giveaways. You know, we have the transformation giveaway. That's going to be a huge one. We want to do so many different things. This summer we want to do like a boot camp style thing, which would be really fun. There's a lot of different things that we have in mind, and it's kind of just us giving back, I guess. So
we have a lot of plans, a lot of ideas, and we apologize again for missing the last 2 or 3 Fitness Fridays, I believe. I think it was 2. It was the audio last week, and we promise not to ever have it again. So I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. This is your boy Doug Censor Martin.
I'm Skylar FoRePLayy Johnson.
And we're out, guys. Peace.